guiding light, the angelic mentor. In the small town of Willowbrook, where the days stretched long and the nights whispered secrets to the stars, Emily Mitchell's life once danced to the rhythm of love. The sun, with its golden fingers, kissed the laughter that echoed through their family home, a haven of joy, where David, her husband, was the anchor, and her 3 children, the twinkling stars in her night sky. But life, fickle and capricious, could be a masterful storyteller, weaving tales that twist and turn, taking unexpected paths. Emily's tale took a sharp, sorrowful turn when the thread of her husband's life was cut prematurely. It was as if a meteor had streaked across her tranquil life, leaving a trail of devastation in its wake. Now, Emily found herself in a dimly lit living room, a room that had once thrived on love's radiant warmth. The furniture, like her life, had seen better days. A worn-out couch bore the weight of her weariness, its fabric a metaphor for the fraying edges of her spirit. The walls, once witnesses to the vibrant colors of her family's existence, now held the pallor of her grief. Emily sat alone on the precipice of despair, the fading photograph of her children in her hands. Their smiles, like distant constellations, seemed unreachable in the night of her sorrow. Her fingertips traced the contours of their faces, as if hoping to capture their fleeting innocence once more. David, her beloved, had been her North Star, guiding her through life's treacherous seas. But his untimely departure, a meteorite crashing through their existence, had left her adrift in a sea of darkness. The world outside was a tempestuous ocean, and Emily and her children, fragile vessels tossed by the tempest's fury. The eviction notice pinned to the wall, its stark letters a harbinger of their imminent displacement, seemed like a cruel jest from fate. Her children, slumbering in the room next door, were oblivious to the impending storm that threatened to consume their sanctuary. Emily's heart mirrored the tempest outside, a whirlwind of grief, fear, and loss. But little did she know that on this fateful night, at the crossroads of her darkest hours, an extraordinary presence was poised to enter her life. A presence that would be her beacon, her guardian, a celestial being named Seraphiel. Chapter 1: A Celestial Arrival. The twilight's fragile embrace slipped through the cracks in the curtains, casting elongated shadows that danced upon the floorboards, mirroring the turmoil that raged within Emily's heart. She sat upon the old, worn couch, its fabric like the tattered remnants of her once whole life. The room was a sepulchre of memories, where laughter had once resided but now echoed only in the ghostly corridors of her mind. The walls bore silent testimony to a life that had unraveled like a spool of thread in the hands of an indifferent weaver. In the dimming light, Emily's eyes, once a brilliant blue that shone like the heavens themselves, were now pools of sorrow. The photograph cradled in her hands was a portal to happier times, a time when her family had been a constellation of love, their bonds as unbreakable as the stars in the night sky. David, her husband, had been her anchor, his presence like the warmth of the sun on her face. But fate, that enigmatic storyteller, had plucked him from their story, leaving her adrift in the cold, unforgiving sea of life. As Emily's fingers traced the contours of her children's faces in the photograph, their smiles seemed like distant stars, their innocence swallowed by the dark abyss of her grief. Outside, the world was a tempestuous ocean, its waves crashing against the fragile hull of Emily's existence. The eviction notice, a cruel harbinger of impending doom, hung on the wall like a death sentence. Her children, oblivious to the tempest brewing outside, slumbered in the room adjacent, cocooned in the illusion of safety. Emily's heart, too, was a tempest, a whirlwind of grief, fear, and despair. Little did she know that on this night, at the crossroads of her darkest hours, an extraordinary presence was poised to enter her life, a presence that would illuminate her path through the treacherous storm, a celestial being named Seraphiel. As the last rays of daylight slipped beneath the horizon, the room grew darker, and Emily's despair deepened. Her thoughts, like storm-tossed waves, threatened to drown her in sorrow. Yet, unbeknownst to her, the universe had conspired to send a guiding light, a celestial mentor who would help her navigate the tumultuous seas of life and rediscover the strength within her. In the depths of her despair, as the night unfolded its ebony wings, Emily's story was about to take an extraordinary turn, one that would redefine the boundaries of hope, resilience, and the enduring power of love. Moral ending. Through the trials and tribulations that followed, Emily and Seraphiel embarked on a transformative journey together. Seraphiel, the guardian angel in disguise, became not only a mentor but a friend, a celestial presence that illuminated the darkest corners of her life. As time passed, Emily learned to navigate the treacherous waters of adversity. Seraphiel's wisdom and guidance were like a compass, steering her through the storm, and her resilience grew stronger with each passing day. In the hearts of her children, she kindled the flame of hope, teaching them that even in the bleakest of times, love could be a beacon. The lessons she had learned from Seraphiel, of self-discovery, resilience, and the profound importance of family bonds, were etched into the fabric of her soul. Emily's journey was a testament to the indomitable strength of the human spirit. She had transformed from a woman on the brink of despair into a force of nature, a testament to the enduring power of love and the extraordinary support that could emerge during life's darkest moments. The tale of Guiding Light, the Angelic Mentor, serves as a reminder that even when life's storms threaten to extinguish our inner light, there are guardian angels, whether celestial or earthly, who can help us find our way. It is a story that celebrates the triumph of the human spirit, the resilience of the heart, and the enduring bonds of family. In the end, Emily's life, once shattered like glass, had been reassembled into a mosaic of hope, and the stars of her children's laughter shone brighter than ever. She had discovered that sometimes, the most profound guidance comes from the most unexpected sources, angelic mentors who remind us that we are never truly alone in our struggles. And so, in the quiet moments of reflection, when Emily looked at her children's faces, she saw not just the memories of her past but the promise of their future, a future filled with love, hope, and the guiding light of Seraphiel's enduring presence. Thank you for joining me on this journey of Guiding Light, the Angelic Mentor. If you are enjoying the short stories, please hit subscribe, like, follow, or the notification bell to keep up with other updates.